Hey guys, happy Sunday. Rebecca Overson here, and it is time for our weekly live Q&A. What have you guys been doing today? I just took my 2-year-old ice skating for the first time. I mean, she didn't really ice skate, but that was fun. So let me know what's been going on with you today or what awesome things you did this weekend. And as we're just getting started here and people are joining me live, make sure that you introduce yourself, okay? Even if you've been here 100 times. Introduce yourself so that everybody can know you and where you are, where you practice, how many years you've been in practice. And yeah, just share with me one awesome thing that you've done either today or this weekend. And if we have just met, sorry, my voice just went crazy. If we have just met, my name is Rebecca Overson, and I've been a licensed massage therapist since 1995. And I help massage therapists build successful private practices so that they can truly do what they love and make a difference and make a living. All right. So I sold my practice. It's actually a year ago now that I sold my practice after running it for 10 years. But prior to that, I struggled and failed for a long time as a massage therapist. And I really have figured out what it takes to be successful in this field. So happy to do this with you guys. Hope you adjusted your clocks. Daylight savings is upon us, right? That kind of threw me off a little bit. So some of you might be like, wait a minute, are we in the wrong time if you didn't set your clocks back? Okay. All right. So let's see, a couple things. So what we do here, we've got an hour, and this is like rapid fire Q&A. Don't be shy. Don't wait for somebody else. Just start throwing your questions at me or just whatever things you want to discuss. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you think differently about the things that you're dealing with in your practices so that you can make informed decisions and really be coming from what works instead of just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks. Okay? So, sorry you guys, I'm also waiting for my computer here in front of me to boot up. It's being a little bit of a pain in the butt today. So hi Robin's here. Hi Taequasia. Hi Carrie. Hi Nikki. Great to see you guys. Sorry, I gotta take a drink. This is crazy. All right. And while I'm waiting for my computer to kick in, because it's being insane right now, you guys, let me know what's one good thing that's happened for you this week, this weekend, today, something awesome. Something unexpected, maybe a risk you took that paid off, something you got clarity on, okay? Hi, Delana, great to see you. Hi, Ashley Troyer, welcome. Hey, Nancy, what's up, friend? Hey, Amy, great to see you. Oh, down with a cold. I know that's a little bit frustrating, right? I don't like it when we get sick. It seems like the whole world has to come to a stop when you're a sick massage therapist, right? So, okay, here we go. Computer is running. And let me pop into the group. And good job, Delana made 1K this week alone. That's awesome. Hey, Erin, great to see you. Hi, April. Feels like it's been a while, April. I don't know, maybe you were just on here last week, but I just, feels like it's been a while, all right? So, right, what you doing, Happy? Great to see you. Hi, Vince. How's it going? All right, you guys. So, this is really interesting. Jason posted something 20 minutes ago. This news, CBS News, 26 women rescued at Seattle massage parlors in human trafficking bust. You guys, this is why one of my rules for my students and graduates that have worked with me. They know one of my rules is don't step over anything. And that applies in everything. When you guys all know what shady massage parlors look like in your city, you know the difference. Report them and just say, I'm a licensed massage therapist or certified massage therapist. I suspect that this is an illegitimate establishment, the kind that, is engaged in human sex trafficking. Have them investigate it, okay? You could be saving some lives there, all right? Don't ever feel like you're doing something wrong when you're doing that, okay? So, and it's not necessarily licensure, you guys. I agree we need licensure, but Jason, even in states that do have licensure, it doesn't preclude these things from happening. They're all over Utah. And I've personally spoken with the head of the Division of Occupational Professional Licensing, as well as the Vice Squad at one of our police departments, and they said, we just don't have the manpower to do anything about it. It's super crappy, but do something about it anyway, okay? So this is a great question too. I'd like to throw out to you guys. Esmeralda just posted, how long in the industry did you decide to become independent? All right. So I'd love to know that, you guys, just those of you that are independent. How long in the industry did you work for somebody else and then you decided to go on your own? For me, I was on my own from day one. And then I picked up some other jobs working for other people. Like I worked at the Cliff Spot Snowbird. I worked for a high-end fitness personal training club, and a personal trainer and all that stuff. But I was always independent from the get-go. But I hear you, Esmeralda. She says, I want to stop working for a big corporation, but the steady clientele is keeping me there. Guys, listen, I'm going to be super straight with you, okay? Because you can count on me for that. Don't think because you have a steady clientele working for a corporation that you're going to be able to have a steady clientele working on your own. I mean, you can. Obviously, it's possible if you know what to do. But just remember, a corporation is booking your appointments, and self-promotion is something that most of us suck at. All right, so just enjoy what your employer is doing for you. And I do actually have a really awesome article called "How to Know If Being Self-Employed Is Right for You." So maybe Esmeralda, that would be a good one for you. Okay, so I'll just put in here, I'm addressing this now in live Q&A. Okay. But I would love to know from you guys. Feel free and put it in the comments. If you were working for somebody else, how long before you decided to go on your own, and what was the motivating factor? Okay. Let's see here. Amy, what did you just say here? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Robin, will you go take care of that? If that's happening in the group. Amy, is that happening in the group? Or is that just happening out in the world? I'm confused. Let me know, okay? So let's see. April's here. Oh, I got it. April's normally just hanging out in the background, usually cooking. Well, sweet. That's awesome. Cool. Hi, Taquasia. Okay, well, Taquasia, you knew how to schedule a call with me, right? It's in the graduate group in the pinned post if you need a call. Otherwise, I can give you help for graduates in my program is, the Wednesday live Q&A. All right. Okay, Abby has a question. Do you recommend raising rates a smaller amount every 2 years or a larger increase every 4 years? Why not raise your rates every year, you guys? Don't do a giant hike every 4 years. That doesn't seem wise. So if you're going to raise them less than a year, then yes, Abby, raise them every 2 years. And I'm not sure what you mean by a smaller amount, but I can't imagine. Guys, don't raise your prices $5. That's just lame. That's nothing. Always raise your prices at least $10, at most $20. Okay? All right. And then let's see. Amy, I don't know. Maybe Amy says if there's an issue in the group, Robin can handle it. But if you're just saying how to report the guy sharing videos advertising his massage business, Troy Time Massage posts videos of him shirtless massaging women in their underwear. Well, find out where he practices and report him to the Division of Occupational Professional Licensing. If he's a licensed massage therapist, he'll get his license revoked. Okay? It's pretty easy, you guys, right? Just do it. Take the law into your own hands. Take action. If you don't do something about it, and when you could have, to me, I feel like I'm aiding and abetting a criminal or something. I have to do something about it. Otherwise, it weighs on my conscience. Okay, so Sasha says, in Washington, our license fee went up 67% to cover the investigation of these massage parlors. Really? Why would they put that on the massage therapists? I don't think that's to cover the investigation. I don't know, Sasha. Send me something that substantiates that just so we can get the facts straight. Okay, because I cannot imagine they'd be taxing massage therapists for that. Okay. All right, Teresa said 8 to 10 years before going independent. April said I did both for a while, just went fully independent about 3 years after 15 years. Good, okay, cool. Yeah, went on your own from day one. Yep, on my own from day one. Cool. All right, cool. All right, so Happy worked for someone for 5 years. Abby says 7 years before her own. Hey, Rhonda, what's up, girlfriend? Okay, got it, Amy. It's out in the world. All right, so Amy, send me a link or something like that if you can't readily find out where this person practices. You guys, and just know, in certain places, that's not illegal. You know what I mean? in places where prostitution is legal or selling sex is legal, he's not breaking the law. It's just super crappy for the rest of us. But you guys, again, this is the reason why I coach massage therapists in business. Because a lot of massage therapists don't know how to present themselves to the world that makes them look professional, that makes them like not be questionable anyway, rather I'd say. You know, I've seen a lot of well-meaning people, even in this group, posting their Facebook pages or their websites or their marketing material, or their logos, and I'm like, good God, I'm not surprised if you're being solicited for sex in your practice. It's just well-meaning people, and massage therapists aren't usually marketers. They're not looking at the business from a business perspective. They're just thinking, I want to be helpful. I want to do what I love. I want to make a difference for people. And they're not putting on their business hat to really make sure that things are clear. It's another reason why I always preach that you need to have a niche. A niche solves this problem pretty quickly. How many of you guys have niches, and what are they? Or if you're wondering if you have a niche, feel free to put it in the comments, and I can give you some guidance, let you know if that's a niche or not, okay? I define a niche as a population you serve or a problem you solve, okay? So Teresa says, motivating factor, my body was breaking down working that hard. Yeah, I had to scale back and earn enough to survive, but did it gradually and made the transition to independence. Good for you, Teresa. Awesome, great work. Sasha says, I'm 2.5 years in with my own practice. Awesome. I work 6 days a week, 5 to 6 clients a day. You do have to love to market yourself and your niche. Yeah, you guys, that's the thing, okay? The massage therapists that succeed in private practice, they have figured out business and marketing and self-promotion, and that does not come naturally to everybody, okay? They're good communicators, all right? So, yeah, totally. I know, Amy, the fact that things like that are posted in other groups and shirtless men massaging women in their underwear, I know. It's totally bothersome. But you know what, you guys, stay in your lane, right? Do your work. You just do what you do best, and you elevate the industry by you shining your light and doing what we know we do, representing us, okay? So, and then Ashley says, when independent, 2 years after becoming licensed, saw things that I didn't agree with and wanted to change. Cool. Okay, and then Happy says, I stayed with my employer much longer than I should have. By the way, you guys, I just want to remind those of you that are my current students, this is not part of your program. This is free for people in the art of building a successful massage practice, okay? And my graduates too. You guys are always welcome here, but just so you know, the support is really for people that have not done coaching with me, or, you know, are just members of this group, okay? So just to remind you guys that. All right, so Happy says, I stayed with my employer much longer than I should have. Yeah. Ugh. The motivating factor for going out on my own was she gave me a month's notice when she was closing. Good, at least she did that. It's awesome. Leslie said, I worked for Massage Envy for 6 years, then a family-owned day spa. Been on my own since August 18. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you. That's so great. Marie says, I've generally gravitated toward multiple therapist practices in general. Never really worked for a spa or chain. Yeah. Rented a room at a center for 5 to 8 years. Took time off to go to school. Also worked with a group of sports therapists for a year or so. Awesome. You guys, I love it. I love hearing your stories. You know, I love hearing... Actually, I'd love to know, too. Also put in the comments for me, because I'm just curious. What was your motivation for going to massage school in the first place? Like, why did you decide to go to massage school? Okay. Cool. Yeah, Sasha's like, yeah, it's Washington State for you. Yeah, we'll see, right? What's up, Mark? Mark, look, I have it on my to-do list right here. Mark, podcast, okay? I haven't forgotten about you. I've just been so slammed in this last week. So, Mark, we're going to make that happen. You guys, Mark has this really awesome podcast called Two Massage Therapists and a Microphone. And it's super fun. And Mark and I started doing this podcast about money mindset for massage therapists, and then we had this like technical disaster in the middle of it and had to scrap the whole thing. So we're trying to start all over and get that scheduled so we can get it done and get it out to you guys, all right? So would love for you guys to check out Mark's podcast, Two Massage Therapists and a Microphone. It's fabulous, all right? Carrie says, owning my own business was always a dream, but what gave me the push was when the chiropractor I work for took away our cancellation and no-show policy. Bummer. Hate that. Hey, Mindy. I see you, Mindy. What's going on, woman? Okay, chronic pain is a niche. Delana, deep tissue is not. Okay? But I know you do deep tissue, but it's not a niche. Okay. Sasha, structural integration, myofascial release, and your niche is proper body alignment. Okay, I hear you. And if you were working with me, I'd say your proper body alignment is not a niche. And you guys remember, your niche is not your modality. Okay? It's modalities are the tools that you use. So, you know what I mean? Like, plumbers don't run around saying, I've got big pipe wrenches in my truck and all kinds of tools. You know, like they say, I'm a plumber, I unclog drains, I fix leaks, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. All marketing has to be around a problem that people know they have, that they're willing to pay money to get solved. Okay? So just think about that. Hi, Kayla. Great to see you. Antoinette, yes, anxiety and depression. That is a niche. Thank you. Leela is prenatal pediatric. Now, relaxation isn't a niche. Okay? No, I mean, not really. It's like what you do, but it's not a population or a problem that you solve. Okay? You guys are awesome. You know I'm just going to coach you, right? That's why you're on here, okay? So if you don't want my coaching, then don't hang around me, because I'm here to empower you guys, okay? All right, and also you guys remember, I love that you're answering my questions, and those of you that have questions, put them in the comments below as well. I'm just kind of scrolling through the feed. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I love reading your comments, and any questions you guys have at all, please feel free to ask, okay? Teresa says, I use 2 different therapies. Cool. Awesome. What's the Atlas alignment, Teresa? Did you get trained in like Atlas Prophylax or something? Cool. That's great. Love it. Marie's niche is LGBTQ and HIV positive. Cool. Yeah, right on, Mark. Okay, and then Lindsay says pre and postnatal. Woo woo. I know, right? I just love that because that was my niche, right? So, good. And then, oh, good. Move to pre and postnatal persons who are struggling or currently struggling with eating disorders. Oh, that's awesome, Lindsay. What a difference you can make there. That's amazing. Okay. So Delana says, I discovered massage is something that just kept coming back to me. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then Happy says, let's see, just wanted to help people. Okay, good. And Happy says, I've always been passionate about the benefits of massage. 2 weeks after my first career ended, I started massage school. Way to go. That's awesome. All right, you guys. So I got this question sent in to me, which is, what is stealing clients? So let's talk about what is stealing clients. Okay? Stealing clients means you're taking clients from another, you're basically, you're taking clients away from from another massage therapist or from your employer. Okay? So stealing clients, I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Some of you who work for other people have signed agreements against this and still have no problem doing it. And I have ethical issues with that. Because having employed massage therapists, you guys, there's a tremendous cost involved in running a practice, managing a practice, and acquiring clients. And if you take clients away from your employer, that's corporate theft. Have you thought about that? So don't do it, all right? But that's how I define it. Somebody was just kind of asking, what is stealing clients? Stealing clients is usually stealing clients from your employer. Meaning, I have my own practice on the side. Hey, I work on you at Massage Envy, but you know what? I'll only charge you $40 if you come to my practice. That's called stealing clients. Okay? All right. So, okay, Leela has a question. I have a couple other questions too. Let's see. Robin, Robin had some questions that she gathered up for me. Okay, good. I'll get to those in just a second, you guys. So Leela says, changing my pricing a month from today, putting the sign in my room tomorrow. Any tips on wording? I'm sure you covered this so many times. Sorry. Oh, no need to apologize. We cover lots of things over and over, you guys, and it's fine because good stuff is worth repeating. And also, we have new people joining us all the time. So don't ever apologize for your questions, you guys. It's fine. Okay? Just say, you guys don't have to give any explanation or justification for raising your rates. That's the biggest mistake I see massage therapists making. Is they feel like they have to tell some big story about, well, because of blah, 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 and economy and inflation, and I haven't raised my rates in 6 years, and just say effective this and such dates, our rates are going to be this. They're going from 60 to 70, or they're going from 125 to 145 an hour. Whatever, just say it. Just say, if you have any questions, please ask. Thank you so much for your business. Keep it super simple, okay? Oh, love it. Nikki says, I opened my private practice after 2.5 years becoming a massage therapist. I worked for 2 men at a chiropractic clinic who weren't very good at running their businesses. After making several suggestions that went ignored, I figured I could do it better, so I quit. And then Nikki did my coaching program 6 weeks after opening her home practice and has never looked back. Yeah, Nikki's completely kicking ass, like the vast majority of my my students do. I'm so proud of you guys. I love it. I love helping you thrive. It's just the best. I cry. I cry on the daily. I think on Friday I cried 3 times talking to my students and talking about my students and talking about the phone calls that I have with you guys when we look to see if the program's a good fit for you and I invite you in the program or not. But seriously, you guys move me. The courage it takes to be self-employed is massive. It's courage. Do you guys know that most businesses, first of all, most businesses will fail, between 5 and 10 years. And most massage therapists will also fail to support themselves making a living doing what they love. The odds are totally against us here. And yet we get up every day and we go do battle. You guys are freaking gladiators, right? It's just, to fight that fight. I love it. To me, there's nothing else I'd rather do. But I don't. I appreciate the level of courage that it takes to do that. It's pretty awesome. Nikki's so proud of you, and Marie, and Rhonda, and who else? Let's see, and Kayla, and Carrie, and all of you rock stars, all of my peeps that are here. So you're all my peeps, but I do have my inner circle peeps, right? Okay. All right, so let's see here. Teresa says, yes, I was straightened up out of Australia, third the cost of Atlas Prophylax. Okay, good. I just am very well acquainted with Atlas Prophylax, so that's great. Awesome. Good for you. All right, April says, I use my name as my business name to make it really easy for former clients from places I've worked to find me. It's not stealing if they come looking for me. Yes and no. Sometimes it can be, but I hear you, April. That's cool. That's one way to handle it. You guys, I had a massage therapist that I was seeing through a mobile company, I won't say which, but, Soothe or Zeal, that kind of thing. And she was good, came and worked on me a couple of times, and I told her what I did. Told her I'm a massage therapist, that I mentor other massage therapists to build successful private practices. And she was great. She got so inspired, she decided to start her own practice. And it was great until she actually knocked on my door, unannounced, with her new business cards, and said, I'd love to have you as a client. And I was like, hey, you're knocking on my door. You're giving me your business clients. I found you through a different company, and I'm pretty sure you signed a non-poaching agreement. There's so many things wrong about this. And I bless her heart. She's just an angel. But, you guys, there's so many mistakes that massage therapists make just with the best of intentions, there's so many things that are absolutely killing your chances of success when the odds are already against you, right? So for those of you how many of you guys have seen my 5 shifts webinar? It's in this group, and it's also on my public business page, my Rebecca Overson coaching page. But if you guys are in this group and you have not seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's an on-demand webinar. It runs 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the top of the hour. Okay, so Robin can put the link in there for you guys if you haven't seen it. I'd love to know how many of you, if you say, yes, I have seen the webinar, or no, I have not seen the webinar, let me know just so I can get a sense of that. Tatiana's here. Great to see you. I know, right, Vince? Vince says a bad day at my studio is still better than answering to an employer that doesn't have my best interest at heart. Totally, right? Robin, what's up, gorgeous? Good to see you. Good. Yeah, April, like I said, April, you know your situation better than I do. But some employers do have for me, when I had employees, it was, you do not take anyone you've met in this practice outside of this practice, period. So even if they do solicit you, you have to say no. You're a client of Salt Lake Prenatal Massage, right? So I was pretty adamant about that. But yeah, it's if you leave, I gave my employees an opportunity to negotiate a buyout of their clients. Okay, so, And did people steal from me? Absolutely. 100%. I had employees that stole from me that way. I get it. It happens. All right, so let's see here. You have to see this webinar, guys. It's so good. Really, it's life-changing. Actually, somebody decided he wanted to email me and tell me my webinar was lame and that I should give original information. And I was like, okay, I'm glad you took the time to do that. I'm too busy to reply to that. But the vast majority of people say it's very, very helpful, okay? Because it's just, things that I've discovered over my decade and a half career about what you absolutely have to do in order to have a thriving practice of your own. Like if you don't have these 5 things, nothing's gonna work. Okay, but when you get these 5 things and you implement them, then you're cleared for takeoff. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, yeah, happy seeing it. Good. Vince, you haven't seen it. That's okay, Vince. You've worked with me, so you've already implemented everything in the webinar. Okay, Carrie has seen it. Yeah, cool. Hi, Tatiana. Great to see you. Good. Thank you, Louisa. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, and Rhonda, it's good. Rhonda's worked with me and is, has watched the webinar, and she says it's great to revisit periodically. It really is. I think it's, I've just, like I said, just gotten a ton of positive feedback on that. Just very valuable thing, and it's free. You guys, it's free, so just go register for it if you haven't seen it, okay? Okay, so let's see here. Another question. I'm getting ready to do my taxes for my first year in business. What is the average I should put down for my laundry expense? Okay, here's the thing, you guys. We get these questions all the time. We can't give you tax advice. We cannot give you tax advice, okay? You need a CPA. You need a certified public accountant. Just get one. If you're going to be in business for yourself and you're asking those kinds of questions, let me tell you, you have to have a CPA, period, okay? Don't mess around with things like that. And there is no average you should put down for your laundry expense. You actually need to calculate it. So your laundry expense would have come in the form of utility bills. It would have come in the form of laundry detergent. It would have come in the form of paying employees to do laundry. I don't know. It would have looked like lots of different things. So it's not just like a laundry expense. And if you bought the sheets, then that would have been a purchase that would have been office supplies expense. Okay. So the fact that, and I'm not going to say who asked that question, but the fact that whoever asked that question is asking that question tells me you really do need to have a bookkeeper and a CPA, you guys. Okay. All right. So Stephanie just posted a question. Let's see what it is. Trying to come up with a business name geared towards pregnancy and infant massage. Any tips or ideas? Yes, Stephanie, I have a whole article called What to Name Your Business and What Not to Name Your Business. Don't I, Robin? Do I have an article called that? What to Name Your Massage Practice? Yes, I do have an article. So maybe Robin can dig up the link for that and send it to you. In fact, gosh, Robin, will you remind me? Maybe I'll put that on my website. I'll put it on my blog so we can just easily link to that. That would be good. We'll do that. Okay. So Stephanie, hang tight. But listen, I'll tell you what not to do. I can't tell you what name is going to be best for you, but I'll tell you what not to do. Don't do something cliche or cheesy. Not like you'd do something cheesy, but so you know what I mean? It's like sometimes we come up with cutesy names, not cheesy, but like cutesy names for moms and babies. And, your practice needs to also give you credibility. So the article that I wrote talks about that your business name should accomplish a couple of things. It should be original and uncopyable. It should be not confused with other practices by the same or similar name, okay? And it should, Robin, I think it's in the group. So it's okay. I'll do it tonight. Robin, if you remind me, and then Stephanie, I will do this, okay? I will post it on my blog. And then I will send you the link. So that way it's just easily accessible instead of digging through this group. I posted it like 2 years ago in this group. And it kind of pops up every now and again. Okay. Leslie, don't use the Facebook page. Just grab the link that Robin just posted. Robin, can you just post that again for Leslie? She said, where can I find the 5 shifts on the Facebook page? So Robin's just going to put that link in there for you again. Leslie, just click on that one that she gives you. It'll make it really easy. Okay. So that's the thing. Stephanie, just make sure it's original and uncopyable. It is not in use anywhere else. Obviously, you're gonna have problems or not confusable with something else. And that it should be clear and it should be authoritative. Okay. So those are my tips. All right. And I do a ton of. You guys, branding is hard. Branding can be really challenging. I work with my mentoring students on that, and it can be like, gosh, one of my graduates, she just graduated last week, and it was something she struggled with the whole program. Just struggled with like describing what she does and naming her business and that type of thing. We finally got it all locked in on our last phone call, and it's just like such a relief to get that thing handled. So use some strategy with that, Stephanie, and hopefully that article will help you, okay? And those tips that I just gave you. All right, you guys, keep going with your questions. What's up, Brenda? Great to see you. So let's see. I've got another question here. I am currently booked out almost 3 weeks. It's a great compliment, but I also feel so guilty for every client who is wanting to get in. I've never been this busy before. Any advice how to handle it besides an ongoing cancellation list? Okay, I love this question. So first of all, I'm curious why you feel guilty. That is so curious to me. Just an interesting choice of words. Why this therapist would say they feel guilty for every client who's wanting to get in. So I smell a mindset issue. Okay, so first thing, yes, Rhonda, branding is the hardest simple thing you can do. Okay. So one of the things let me just answer this question with another question. What's your goal for your practice? How many of you would love to be booked out 3 weeks? Put in the comments, say me in the comments if that's you. How many of you are or would love to be booked out 3 weeks? Okay. So that's kind of that's usually the goal for most of you. It's okay to turn away clients, you guys. If you're booked 3 weeks, cool. You just let your clients know I'm booked 3 weeks out. And guess what? You're going to get booked out even further because it's going to train your existing clients that you're the bomb. And if they want to get an appointment with you, they need to think in advance. Okay. And then they'll get on your books and stay on your books. Okay. So you just have to manage an ongoing cancellation list and stay on top of that. And one of the things you could also do is just shut down one of your working days and only open it up last minute. Like, you know what I mean? If you work 5 days a week, only schedule 4 of them. Leave one of them open so that you can use it for last minute and overflow and things like that, okay? Really a great problem to have, right? Okay, all right. All right, so here's another question, you guys. Wondering if folks send out feedback forms after sessions? Yes. I had my first private client last week and afterwards sent her an email thanking her with a feedback form. She didn't respond yet. You guys, it's because nobody reads emails. And also people don't care about that kind of thing. They're just not going to be like, ooh, I'm just dying to give my feedback. Also, you guys, if it was a crappy experience, they're not going to give you feedback either. Usually. Often they won't give you honest feedback if it's a crappy experience. If it's a great experience, they're just going to rave and it's awesome. But it's either just because they were lazy, forgot, didn't see it, got busy, whatever, it's not important to them. Or they don't want to give you the feedback. Okay. It said she didn't respond. She seemed pleased after the massage and said she was going to look at her schedule and book again. Okay, so to answer this question, yes, totally, absolutely send feedback forms to first-time clients. In fact, send them to all your clients. Give everybody the opportunity to always give feedback. That's a great thing. But also, let me just address this. She seemed pleased after the massage and said she was going to look at her schedule and book again. Guys, this is the biggest lie that clients tell us. Okay, it could be true. Totally could be true. But in the aftermath of a less than satisfying massage experience, that's what people often say. Oh, it was great. When they're like, no, it wasn't that great. People will not be honest with you. They'll be nice. And sometimes a nice way of saying thanks, no thanks, is, oh yeah, it was great. I'll get back to you to reschedule. Okay, you guys just gotta trust me on this one. I teach my students amazing communication ninja skills to ensure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen. Because it really shouldn't happen. Don't you want your clients to honestly and openly communicate with you? Or do you want your clients to lie to you? And the secret is you have to be someone where the truth can be told. You got to be a safe space for the truth to be told. You got to be open. You can't just be like, so, did you like your massage? Or how was your massage? And they're like, oh, it's great. And inside they're dying because it wasn't great. Okay, so just know that, all right? Just know that. Clients will lie all the time unless you go out of your way to ensure that the lines of communication are open. Okay? Okay, good. Robin just said you posted the business name article in the group on February 4th, 2017. Like I said, that was a while ago. It's 2 years ago. Found it by typing business name in the search box. There's a photo of a bicycle. Okay, so whoever it was, so I can't see your name yet anymore, but whoever was asking that question, okay, is just search in the search box in the group and look for business name, and it'll pop up. It's got a picture of a bicycle against a lamp post or something like that. Tyquasia says the communication stuff you teach is everything. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, Ty, do you want to get on the screen with me and just share briefly your success? I mean, you can't give away my secrets, right? But let me know if you're willing to get on the screen. I can add you. And I would just love for you to inspire everybody here because you're a badass and we work together and your practice is even more amazing than it was before. And I think that the world deserves to know about that. So let me know, Ty, if you're willing to do that. I don't like put you on the spot. If that's not comfortable for you, it's totally fine. We can schedule it. We'll do it another time. Okay. Do you guys like to hear success stories? Do you guys like that as inspiration? I love it. I love to see what's possible. I love to see, you know, I think it's super, super inspiring. But yeah, that was probably the biggest breakthrough for Ty was what we taught in the communication curriculum. So, by the way, you guys, I do have 5 openings so we enroll students every week in my 8-week mentoring program, which means we graduate students every week. So every week I have 5 openings for serious business-minded massage therapists that are committed to succeeding in private practice but don't know how, or are committed to taking your business to the next level but you just don't know how. You might be stuck with something. You might be struggling with something. You might have some mindset blocks, some fears, something that's holding you back. And what I offer is an 8-week totally transformational course. It's not just transforming your business, it's transforming your life. And all my graduates can attest to that. They get big personal breakthroughs that impact their business that result in explosive growth, okay? Like unprecedented growth. Doubling their business in a year, tripling, quadrupling, 10xing. It's like I'm always so surprised, but I'm also like not surprised anymore. Because I've just seen it, right? It's like I just love being this rainmaker for massage therapists, help you guys succeed by making these really critical shifts to get you on that trajectory of success. So if you're interested in working with me, Robin, can you post the Work With Me page on my website for these beautiful, amazing people? If you guys are interested in looking at what it takes to work with me, it's not open for registration, okay? It's an application process, and we do a 60-minute discovery call where you and I will get on the phone, we will be talking, we'll look and see if this is a good fit, we'll figure out exactly what your problems are, we'll look at exactly what's holding you back, and how to fix it, okay? So that's how it works, all right? So if those of you that are, and you know if I'm talking to you, all right? So I would encourage you to do that. Don't be scared. Those calls are massively transformational. Look, whether I offer you a spot in the program or not, I promise you will get massive value out of it, okay? I promise. I love them. It's amazing to connect with you guys. So if you need help, please reach out, okay? And Robin's going to post that link for you guys. This is Talk 101 with Rebecca. That's how you schedule a call with me and get your application in. Please read the prerequisites first, though, just to make sure that we're like even on the same planet, okay? Because sometimes people just call and they just kind of like, hey, I just kind of want to talk to you, and I'm like, no, that's not what these calls are for, okay? We have like I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, guys. I'm on a mission to disrupt this industry. I'm on a mission to save this industry. Do you know it is ailing? If 50,000 massage therapists in the US go to school every year and 40,000 quit every year, we have a big problem. Okay, so I'm here to help you make a living doing what you love. And statistics seem to show that most massage therapists don't know how to do that and will never succeed at that. And that breaks my heart. I've been there. I struggled and failed for 8 years and I quit. And then I figured some stuff out, and 4 years later I came back and just crushed it, built a thriving practice almost overnight because I learned how to do it. So I give away all my secrets. In my program, I hold nothing back. I give away all of my secrets, okay? So anyway, if that's of interest to you, Robin just put the link in there. You can get your applications in. I have limited hours every week to do these calls with you guys. I'm actually currently, I think, booked out. I may have a few slots, but I'm currently booked out till like the 22nd. I have appointments out for like the next 10 plus days. Okay, so if you need help now, get on my schedule now, and let's figure out how to fix it, okay? So let's see. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Carrie also posted a link earlier to the Name Your Business post, okay? Yes, oh, Taequasia, she's willing to share. Here's what I love about Taequasia, you guys. For like a year, she was in this group on the live Q&As. I want to say it just felt like forever. I don't know, Ty, how long it was, but forever. And she was just asking all these questions, and I could tell she was like in the trenches of like trying to make her business just, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, would you freaking get on my calendar? She finally got on my calendar. She put down a deposit in July and then finally completely enrolled in the program in like December. And it was just awesome. Okay, so Ty, I'm going to add you. I'm going to send you a request to come on camera And we'll just keep this really brief, you guys. And then you guys can also ask Taquasia anything you guys want to. All right. So, but real quick, before we do that, Ty, so stand by. Louisa says, I never ask for feedback because I know I do my best. If they don't like it, they won't come back to me and I don't have to worry about them. I focus on pleasing clients that refer clients to me, and that is how I've been in business for over 20 years. Good job. I'm glad that's working for you. And also, I think there's a little bit of I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you, Louisa, by any means. Okay, it's not that at all. Obviously, what you're doing is working. It's great. And if you want to look at like next level stuff, it's not about you doing your best and them not liking it. I mean, not everyone's going to be a good fit for you. I get that. But I think that not asking for feedback, I think if you were asking for feedback, it would open up a whole new world for you. Okay. Rhonda says it's therapy. Rhonda is basically talking about my program. She says it is therapy. Kayla, thank you, Kayla. I appreciate knowing this. Tripled my income within 2 months. It works. Love it. Tilo's here. What's up, Tilo? Great to see you. Okay, Ty, let's get you on camera. Let's see here. Boom, boom. We're going to get Taquasia Reed on camera. She's going to tell you her results, okay, which is super exciting. All right. So while that's adding her, hopefully it'll work, you guys. It's waiting. It's trying to add her, you guys. I can see it's working. Come on, Ty. It can work. Dang it. Why is it not working? Maybe Ty, you send me a request. Okay, you request to come on screen with me. There's a little feature. I don't know what Facebook Live looks like for you guys. There's a little feature there. So let me try it one more time, maybe. Let's see. It says it's adding, but I don't see her yet. I wonder why it's not happening. I'm going to plug my phone in real quick, you guys. Okay, cool. All right, you guys. Well, while we're waiting, what other questions do you have? How can I help you? What's going on? Ty, something should pop up that says, Kendall says, I look like your teacher at massage school. Really? Crazy. So let's see. Ty, it should just say, there should be something on your screen right now, and it's on your phone. It doesn't work from a desktop. It has to be on your phone. So I don't know if you're like looking at both, but as I understand, it's something that's on your phone that will request to join, request to something like that. Yeah, it says it's adding you, but then it's not actually adding you. So let me make that go away. And then Ty, see if you can make that work. And if not, then we'll do it next time. Or Taquasia, you can also just type in the comments and just share. You know, just love to know like the main outcome you got from the program, and what problems were you facing before the program, and just what happened, you know, and the shifts that you made. Super inspiring. Okay. All right. I'm going to try one more time, Ty. I don't know what's going on here. Fingers crossed. There you are. Hey, and by chance, you have headphones to plug in?
Hang on 1 second. I'm just going to take off this one.
Okay. Yeah, because there's going to be an echo if you don't have headphones. I forgot to tell you that part.
Hold on. Could you go get my AirPods? I'm telling my daughter to go get my AirPods.
Oh, you're the best. Oh, you're the best.
She says she's only a good daughter on Thursdays.
Well, then tell her she's good asking. Her auntie Rebecca is asking her your favor.
Exactly. She's going.
You guys will fix that echo as soon as Ty puts her AirPods in, okay? So. But I know because I have your application up, Ty. She says, you know, her ideal goal is to have her business work for her instead of working for the business. Mm-hmm. You know. So. Okay, I'm not going to talk. How about you talk, and then we won't have an echo. Just introduce yourself and share with us, you know, where you practice and all that good stuff.
Okay. Hey, friends. I'm Ty, and I am 12 years in. I went to massage school in 2007. I practice upstate New York in a little suburb of the city of Rochester. The town is Webster. And life was great. And now it's unbelievably amazing after doing Rebecca's program. Um, I was on this call, this group, probably, yeah, about a year, and asking lots and lots of questions. And I was doing well.
Oh wait, hold on, Ty. Your AirPods are connected. I can hear your daughter.
Your daughter or somebody talking now lost you,
and I think your AirPods
I think your
are
AirPods.
connected or something. Because I can't hear you, but I could hear somebody else talking. Yeah, we'll get it fixed, you guys. Hang tight. Marie, I love you. Marie says, everything Rebecca says is worth hearing twice. It's the benefit of an echo. Oh gosh, I love it. Okay, well, Ty's getting your AirPods fixed. All right. There we go.
There we go.
I hear some movement. I think we have her now. Marie, you're hilarious.
I'm back.
Okay.
Can
Yes,
you hear me?
are. Okay.
Yay.
Yes. So you said
Okay.
you were doing well, and that's when we missed you. You said a bunch of things that we couldn't hear. So back up.
Okay.
So
So
before the
basically,
program, what was it like?
so before the program, I was doing well, but I was working really, really hard. And then you get some slow seasons, some slumps, and then it's not well, right? And I just got to a point where I felt like I needed to figure out how to make the business work for me instead of me doing all the work for the business. So I scheduled the call in July.
Yeah, it was.
And then a lot of life was happening. We were moving the business, and my kid's father died. And so finally, December, I said, this is it. I just got to do it.
Yeah.
So I graduated just a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And since then, this is really unbelievable because, like I said, I was doing well, but I took off a week, and then my numbers for the month, I do my numbers the beginning of the month for the prior month, and I showed that they were up. So it looked like the week before it was down because I wasn't working, but I forgot to check out some appointments. Mm-hmm. So I resent you just a screenshot of my numbers. So the week that I was off after working less from doing the program was up 39%. And when I say 39%, it was up $2,800 for the week prior, and I didn't work. And for my 30 days, I was up over 21%. Wow. So I say the communications piece is everything. It was everything for me. Everything doesn't work for everybody, but I'm telling you, if you follow it and you do it the way you're instructed, it really works. And this is just coming from somebody who, I was doing well, and now it's even better. Yeah. So kind of working less and making more. So that's my story.
Yeah. Anybody else want to work less and make more money? And really, it's because of plugging the holes, you guys. So with successful practices like Ty's, we plug the hole, we fix the leaks in the foundation, and then it allows you to stop bleeding out, right? With brand new practices, we build them right from the get-go, right? Mm-hmm. But with somebody that's been in practice already established and is going, I'm not satisfied with being great. I want excellence, like I want to go to the next level. And I love what you said too, Taekwondo, because it's like, I use this analogy all the time because it's just so accurate. Building a practice is like those 4 combination locks. I should just get one so I can hold it up and show you guys what I'm talking about. But you know what I mean? Those like luggage locks, right? And you got to spin the numbers. And it's like, you might have 3 out of the 4 of them dialed in. But that last one, until you get that right, it's not going to open. No matter what you do, it's not going to open, right? So you found what that little tweak was. Now, that was, as I understand, that was not even getting new clients. That was with your existing clients. Can you say more about that?
Correct. So, and that's why I said it's just the communications piece. There's a whole bunch of things, guys, that are taught in the program, which is amazing. But I started with what I had. Yeah. And this is not, and I did have some new clients because they had already been on my schedule for weeks and weeks and weeks, because I have booked out several weeks. But so the new people managed to get in. But that growth was primarily from my existing clients, and just kind of just revisiting the basics, going back to the basics and what I'd done in the beginning, and just putting, like you talk about these four numbers, right? The combination, just putting what I was doing and what I learned in the program together, and it was like magic, magic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and I say magic because it's like, oh my God, really? Just 1 second. April, your guy is here. She ordered DoorDash,
It's all good.
the food. So
Well,
anyways,
we just barged in on your night, so it's totally fine.
that's okay. My stove is not working, so I couldn't cook. But whatever. So anyways, so it was all of those things, just kind of putting together what I was doing, fine tuning it, incorporating the stuff I learned, and following the steps to the letter. And it's, I mean, numbers don't lie. And it's funny because many people can get on and say, oh, my numbers are up, blah, 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 blah. I took a screenshot from my actual booking to show, like, look, this is, I'm not writing these down. I'm not saying this is what it is. And to be up $2,800 for a week that I didn't work, that's real.
Yep.
And, you know, that's all I can tell you. It works.
And it is kind of like magic, because it's not, there's the linear, there's the strategy, but you guys, strategy without the right mindset is pretty useless. That's why we do both strategy and mindset, right? Because you have to be, you have to be in the right headspace. You have to be coachable. You have to be committed. You have to be, you know, thinking about what you want and what you're creating. And I love that you were able to do that. So awesome.
Yes.
What difference
Absolutely.
does it make for you knowing now that you've done that and that you can do that? Like what's besides making more money, which is awesome. I mean, everybody wants to make more money, right? You know, like,
of course,
that's a really cool thing. But what else? What is that? What kind of impact does that have on your life to know that you can, that you did that, that you can work less, make way more money, and even take time off? Like, what does that give you in your life?
Right. So, you know, I can honestly say that it wasn't all about the money for me. It was about just peace in my life. I just felt like, and we talked about this, like, you know, like constantly burning the candle at both ends, and just not being able to just calm down, sleep at night. Like, I'm an insomniac. I have all of these things that are going on in my head because I was constantly racing myself on how do I do this better? How do I, how? So more, Kira, I can hear you. More than anything, I just kind of wanted peace.
Yeah.
Because you know what, you can be great. And I'm sure, you know, everybody on this call, a great massage therapist. But if you got all kinds of stuff going on up in here and you just can't settle down, eventually it comes to a head. And I felt like college, you know, my ex-husband was really sick, gravely ill, and then ended up dying suddenly. We didn't expect it, even though he was sick.
Wow.
And it was like the string, it was getting pulled faster and faster. And I just had to do something different. Like, what I was doing was kind of working because I was making money. That's when you realize the money is not everything. So when you talk about the mindset piece, I say this to everybody, like every single person that's watching, that you really, really, really have to commit to changing the way you think. Even if you think you're doing everything right and it's working for you, whether you've been in practice 5 days, 5 years, 25 years, you have to be willing to change your mindset to make good changes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So you got peace.
So it was peace.
Are you
peace
sleeping better?
Me. I am. I slept last night. I didn't sleep that well last night because I have a crick in my neck. I need to go to the chiropractor. But the night before, I slept for 6 hours, which, you know, 3 hours was my thing. And that was it. Wow. So 6 hours is a lot of sleep for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it is awesome.
Hey, Carrie wants to know real quick, do you work by yourself or do you have others working with you?
So I have 2 renters. One just came in December. And then I have another girl who was on, she was a 1099. She became a renter last year. And I have one 1099 currently working for me. So technically 1 person working for me, 2 renters.
Yeah, Cool. And she's kind of taking your overflow.
Yeah, she's catching all the overflow. The
Awesome.
problem is she's not available enough. So
Yeah.
I have to figure out, do I get another renter or do I get another 1099? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Well,
Good.
and on that note, I also want to highlight, I know that you got massive value out of your conversation with our communication coach when you were thinking, I want to add all these employees and grow this business so I can make even more money and work even less. And what happened out of that conversation?
So that was really interesting because that was an amazing call. I tell you, that was like, so I love whipped cream, right? I'll eat like a bowl of whipped cream and no ice. That was like the whipped cream. Like, that was amazing because again, that whole mindset piece was here. This is what needs to happen. You need to figure out what your next steps are in understanding what it takes to add more people, right? So if you add more people, you don't double your income, you might double your expenses. So he really changed my thinking about, okay, do I get more people? Because it costs you. It costs you a lot of money to have people. So a definite mindset shift about what happens when you add people as opposed to keep doing what you're doing and then maybe incorporate some other things.
Right. Yeah, because I think a lot of therapists make this mistake of thinking, gosh, if I just hire a bunch of people, then I'm going to make all of this money. And it's actually, sometimes it's the reverse. Sometimes the more people you hire, the more money you lose.
Shut him up.
Your expenses go up if you don't do it strategically and you don't do it carefully. So
Well,
I
even
love that we
still,
were
I
able
mean,
to spare you from that, just jumping into something without actually thinking through it, so.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
and he made it clear, like for what I'm making now, I would have to grow 6 times what I'm making now to, with new people, right? So I would have to increase by 6 times what I'm doing to see what I'm seeing now on my own. So for instance, I make $100,000 a year. He's saying you're going to have to make $600,000 a year to gross that 100,000. I was like, yep, that's a hard no for me.
Yeah,
So,
that's called working harder and making the same amount of money, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. So,
that was a hard no. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
I love you so much. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for being so coachable and just like so committed to excellence and looking at what's next and just dealing with whatever blocks were in the way. I love your results and I love you. And I'm so grateful.
Oh,
So
not as
grateful to know
grateful
you.
as I am. I'm grateful. We talked about this on my last call, but just grateful for all of the things. And guess what? Today I'm even more grateful for you than I was when we talked 2 weeks ago, right? I'm more grateful for clarity. I'm more grateful for understanding that being coachable is important. I'm more grateful today than I was 2 weeks ago for having the opportunity to share with people who may or may not be struggling but can use some help.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the entire experience. It's amazing.
Awesome. Thanks for your time tonight. So go enjoy
You're
your
welcome.
with your family. Appreciate you so much.
I will.
Okay, we'll see you in the graduate group.
Yes, I'll get on your schedule for my website call.
Okay, do. All right.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye. Awesome, you guys. I mean, you guys are all awesome, but isn't she awesome? I love it. Okay, so you guys, our time is up. And if you guys have any other questions, throw them at me right now. We're going to do cards. We're going to do Archangel Michael, okay? So we're going to pull a card, you guys. So think of a thing that you want clarity or guidance, a situation, a circumstance, a relationship that you just want some insight or clarity or guidance on, okay? So I'm shuffling my cards there. And then for those of you that are interested in seeing what it takes to work with me, Robin posted that link, okay? So maybe she can post it again too, Robin, that on the Work With Me page. If you guys want to talk, I'd love to talk with you. I love to talk with you guys. I love it when I get committed, badass massage therapists on the phone and we really look at like what's in the way and what's it going to take to get you where you want to go fast. Okay. You don't have to struggle, you guys. You literally don't have to struggle. I have this down to a system. It's pretty awesome. And it's just getting better. Seriously. It's just getting better and better. So, oh, love it. What did you say, Marie? Shuffling her money in the Law of Attractions deck and this card flew out. It says money is not the root of evil or happiness. Oh, I love it. Yeah, money is energy, you guys. Money's just energy. And the more Yeah, that's great, Marie. I love it. Marie posted her card there, which is amazing. Okay, you guys, so I'm shuffling cards. Here we go. We're going to pull one from the deck for y'all. Okay, so this card says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Now, you guys remember how this works is I'm going to tell you what this message is. You're going to make meaningful connections with your subconscious mind, some things hidden in the back and all of that kind of stuff. So do with this whatever you will. You will interpret this however you will. My job is just to be the messenger, all right? So it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. This is a really good card. That means that there's something that you've been hanging on to or holding on to. And now, again, it could be a relationship. It could be with a renter. It could be an employer. It could be something, something that you are holding on to, some kind of situation, and it's time to get out of it. It's about breathing new life in yourself, but most importantly, it's about having confidence in your future and who you are and believing in yourself. If you know what you want and you believe in yourself, that's now I feel like I'm quoting Mariah Carey. um, but that's you can do that, and we always have to let go of what's not working in order to become the person that we can be and become the fullest expression of why we're here on this planet. Okay, that's always the case. All right, a seed has to die in order to become a sprout. A sprout has to die in order to become a plant. Wheat as a plant has to die in order to become, grain, and grain has to die to become flour, and then flour has to die to become bread. Like it's this constant cycle of completion and creation. All right, so that's what this card means, is that there's something else I need to focus more closely on my life right now, and to like listen and listen to that guidance, and to move in the direction of your dreams instead of being held back by the things that are holding you back. Okay? Remember, you're the boss of you. Okay, the results you have in your life are because of you, not anyone else, and not these circumstances either. Okay, you have the power to change that. You have the power to create the life that you want. All right. Good reminder. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I love you so much. Great to see you. And if you guys have any other questions, just post them in the bottom. Tag me. I will do my best to keep up with you guys throughout the week. And we'll plan on seeing you next Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel. See you guys. Bye.